What up, what up, what up? Reporting from the gym again. Because it's one of the only places I can be without it being quiet. And I don't want to be in my car. And Wednesdays is a good day to record because I'm in the gym and it's quiet. And it's late at night as usual. But what up, peoples? Oh, man. So I'm in here trying to work out, working up a sweat. Because as usual, I still think I'm fat. And it makes me feel terrible. So I'm doing something about it. But I'm here today to talk to you about rebuilding. Seems so corny talking to a camera in your gym, but in your apartment's gym. But yeah, so I've found myself in this place where, like, yet again, I am without a home. Well, without a studio, not a home studio, but a studio to call home. Because sometimes some things don't work out. You know, sometimes you gotta switch it up. But this is literally like my third time without a studio, which my wife always like helps me bring stuff inner perspective. I can't say that all together. And I'm not doing editing because I am lazy, which is also why I'm in the gym. But and I don't want to do cuts. But it's crazy because she's like I'm like 33. I don't care if people know how old I am. But she's like, well, how many times have you been out without a studio? I'm like 3 times since college. Like I was massacring a college student, helped build a studio, release a studio space that didn't work. Interning at a studio, lost the internship. Helping build another studio spot that didn't work. Had a studio, had to give that up. And it's crazy because it's like so much of your life is wrapped up in like the places you are and where you're at. And especially like when you do music, so much of your life is wrapped up in doing music at a studio, at a spot. And like still making some stuff at home, still doing it, but there's nothing like that spot. But then I remember I was always taught that the studio isn't the building. Just like, like in church, they say like the church isn't the body of Christ, it's the people. The people are the body of Christ. So if there's a group of people, it's a church. With engineers, it's about the gear you have. And my teachers taught me that. Like you lose your spot. The leasing could drop you, but do you still have all your gear? Like if all Timbaland has is his piano, is he still not producing without the studio spot? He's still Timbaland. Like Mike Dean is still Mike Dean if he has his keyboards. Dr. Dre is still Dr. Dre if he has all his beat machines and the samples and all the records. Like Jay Dilla was created one of the greatest hip hop instrumentals with nothing but a turntable and an MPC and Pro Tools. And I gotta remember that sometimes. Like, it's not necessarily the space, but what you have, and I still have all my equipment, so it's not like. But looking for spaces suck, especially when it's like places are unfriendly to studio spaces, and you live in a place that's not very art friendly. Well, for loud art, like you can find a bunch of places to put a dance studio, but most people who want leases is like, what, you're a producer? No, no. And the other part about that is they're like, we don't like that sort of element in our business. And it's like, I mean, yeah, I work with niggas, but they not all bad. Some of them is like pretty peaceful people. They're just niggas. But as I was thinking, I think Wednesdays will be a good day to do this because it's quiet. It's all. There's no one in here. I can do things like record myself. I've gone on too long, but rebuilding part of the process. So is rebuilding part of the process of your body because at the end of the day, I still think I'm fat and I have to do something about it. Not fat, I'm pudgy. I am on the obese scale, but even my doctor's like, nah, you're just do some sit-ups. You'll be fine. And DC, shut up. I'm in the gym. Calm down. Friend who acts like a trainer.